People Keep Disappearing from Elevators, Part 2, the finale. Author unknown. It has been a month since I last shared information about the case to the public. A lot has changed since. The FBI displayed great interest in the elevators and took over the case not long after I released the documents. Officially, it's in their hands now. I'm supposed to be off the case, but that doesn't stop me from investigating. I think the greatest flaw with our investigation was that we didn't think outside the box. We always tried to reason the disappearances as something within the realms of physical possibility. The idea that those people were forcibly kidnapped or that they somehow disappeared themselves was the only possible way to explain it. It's extremely unlikely and requires an insane amount of luck, but theoretically, it is possible. With such an improbability, it may just be that what happened in the elevators is beyond our current understanding of what is possible. Supposing, for example, the elevator contains some kind of transporter or a machine that evaporates its victims within milliseconds. It may sound crazy, but it seems much more logical than the theories we currently have. I mean, how much do we really know about humanity's technological capability? Governments and corporations could certainly be hiding secret advanced technology from the public, like the Manhattan Project was during World War II. You must agree that it at least makes sense that some kind of unknown technology was involved in those disappearances. The greatest flaw with this theory, however, is the lack of evidence we found inside the elevators. I admit we didn't search thoroughly, but it is to be expected that we would find some kind of unwelcomed technology installed in the shafts, unless we are assuming that it was somehow dismantled after the disappearance. And that's when it struck me. Supposing, for example, that there was indeed a man inside the shaft. He could have carried or dismantled the technology that was responsible for the disappearances. With that in mind, I decided to review CCTV footage of before and after the disappearance. It took me a while, but I finally found a breakthrough in the case. In the incidents of Heather Hayes, Jennifer Hortworth, and the Plaza disappearance, where CCTV footage is available, the same man appears to enter the building 3 days before the disappearances. The man is white, wears a black suit with a tie. He is bald and has sunglasses on. He seems fairly tall and physically strong. In all cases, he is carrying a large suitcase. He walks nonchalantly and appears to be calm. The elevator CCTV seems to momentarily black out when he enters the elevator in Heather's building. He may have, during that time, somehow climbed into the shaft. In the cases without CCTV footage inside the elevator, it must have been even easier for him. He may have hidden inside the elevator shaft for days, waiting for the right time to strike. In the case of Jennifer Hortworth, he seems to wait 2 days after the disappearance before emerging outside. In the case of Heather and the Plaza disappearance, there is no CCTV footage of him ever going back outside. I assume that he may have left via the underground level, where the car park is located in both buildings, in order not to attract suspicion. My next line of investigation was investigating if he did indeed exit the building via the parking lot. It took me several sleepless nights, but I run the license plate of every single car leaving the buildings in the hours following the disappearance. The only car that cross-matched in both buildings was an old 2006 gray Toyota Corolla. Its license plate was useless, however. It was a fake. I could also only spot one person in the car, meaning that if he had taken the victims, it was not with the Toyota. The findings have left me with more questions than answers. I'm going to continue investigating and will keep you updated. With regards, Detective Dave Cox. I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to the special friends of the channel for your overwhelming generosity. If you would like to support the channel, the link is below in the description. Also, please send me your stories and poems to duchessofdarkness27@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at duchess.ofdarkness and Twitter at duchessofdarkn2. I want to thank all my listeners for your kindness, your encouragement, and your support. It means the world to me. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.